Okay, this is your practice for today, which you will submit, and I am going to try. I will be grading for right or wrong. We'll have a Q&A tomorrow, but I think there's 4 sections here, and we're just going to go over some basic facts first here um, in regards to transformations. And then we'll go into what I'm kind of going to explain each kind of little section. And if you don't need that section, you can just kind of hit the fast forward of the playlist. And then you can go to the next. I'm going to break it down to section for each little video here. You'll see. So on here, this first part, just kind of reviewing all the key information here. So they want you to be specific about the properties or key points of when assisting the graphing. So like if I'm doing a translation and a shift, the graph is going to either move up or it's going to move, down. So, or you can just write it out if you want to, up or down. I'm going to probably do a lot of symbols here. So if I'm doing horizontal, our graph should move left, or it should move, left, right, or left. Okay. So left, and I'm going to abbreviate that, or right. Okay. Now, if we're talking about dilation, a dilation in the vertical direction, it can be a compression or a stretch. This is when we are going to stretch, okay, or compress, which is kind of like shrinking. You're going to go towards the vertical. Sorry, I need to fix that. Towards the vertical, which would be vertical in this situation on the graph would be the y. Okay. So if I'm doing a horizontal compression or stretch, and we're going to now stretch or compress the graph. But since it's horizontal, this is going to be towards the horizontal, which I'm going to abbreviate, which means I'm going towards the x-axis. All right. Now, if I have a horizontal reflection, the graph is going to end up being flipped over, that looks like 2 R's. Sorry. Flipped over the x-axis here. And if it's a vertical reflection, it's still going to be flipped, but now it's going to be over the y-axis. All right, so let's get in the first section here. They want you to graph the transformation and then describe the change. So this verse, you're going to describe the change to the original parent function. And on here, I probably need to do it this way. There we go. I think that would let me do it. There we go. The graph, this crazy little kind of this function here is given to you, that's the parent function. So just know that it's given to you, on all of the graphs. So you're just going to do the transformation to that parent function. So if I am, so I'm going to kind of talk about this section. Make sure you're on the right track, and then you'll probably finish. And then you can fast forward if you think you got this, and you can go to the next section. So here, this parent function is now being -4, okay? So that means for each point, I need to count down 4. So here's that point, count down 1, 2, 3, 4. There's that point. That would end up being here. That would be here. That would be here. And then we're just connecting. And it should have the same shape. Okay, there we go. Because if I'm just shifting up or down, a translation keeps the size and shape. Okay, nothing changes unless it's a dilation, not until we are multiplying. So describe what happened to this graph. This graph basically was a shift down. I'm just going to use the arrow down 4 units. Okay, that's all we're doing here. Just describing, I need to erase these little points here, how the parent function changed based on the new equation that we have here. So my parent function g sub x is now plus 1. So that means each point is just going up 1. And then you can connect the points. There we go. And then if I can explain it, describe it in words, this would be a shift up 1 unit. Okay. Now, notice that we have parentheses here. Okay. And the adding or subtracting is happening inside the parentheses to the x, and the x is your horizontal. So that at plus 3, let me fix my little point here. That plus 3 means, I remember I got to do the opposite. That means I'm going to, this would be a shift. I'm going to go ahead and describe it first. To the left, 3 units. Okay, so each point we're just going to count to the left 3. So that will go there, that will go there, that one will go there, that will go there, that one will go there. And then we're just connecting to show the graph was just shift left. So that kind of pretty much explains the beginning, describing knowing what's happening, but section 1, graphing the transformation and describing it in words in relation to the parent function. So when you get to this page, it's a continuation. So just make sure you understand when it's a horizontal shift, left or right, okay, versus up or down, vertical shift. And then don't forget, anytime I see a negative right here, that's indicating a reflection, okay? So you could say this is it's going to reflect, or you can call it a flip, okay? And this would be over the x-axis. All right, so that's kind of giving you a hint for the second one. And then you're just going to actually do reflection. So this is my x-axis. I know this is 2 units above it, so I'm going to go 2 units below it to reflect it. All right, so I want you to try to do these. And if you're ready, you can just fast forward to go to the next part of the video.